How's it going, everyone? Brain Smasher here for another collection update. I'm headed out of town in just a few minutes, but I got a shitload of CDs in this week. I've been real irresponsible, but hey, I just paid off my car loan. I just paid off my debts, so I don't know, it's time to get crazy maybe, or maybe I am always this crazy. Anyways, I have so many fucking CDs that I got in this week that if I waited until next week to do this video, it would be a 20-minute long video. So, quick collection update on everything I got in this week, starting right now. Oh wait, we're listening to Thurgothon's Stream from the Heavens. This is an album I need to get a copy of. I'm listening to it on YouTube illegally, but I need to get a copy of this because it's fucking great. Thurgothon's Stream from the Heavens. So I first got in a package from Bindrune I've been waiting on for a while. Thank you, Marty. This is Pannfaga's Drenskaper. I'll do some research on here. Pannfaga is Greek. It loosely translates into all-devouring. Drenskaper is Icelandic for manly. And this album is about a character I know nothing about called Grettir the Strong. So there's a backstory in here and what the album is about. Grettir Asmundarsson. So, I don't know, looking forward to digging into the story in this one. I wasn't huge on their last album, but really excited to see that Pannfaga is now working with Nordvis. So, looking forward to digging into that album. Another one I got in was Volgafluster's Ruinen. I don't know much about what this album is about, but the booklet is about 38 and a half pages long, so it is stuck in there forever, and I'm never going to take it out and find out. But it's a good album. I listened to it a couple of spins. The title track on Ruinen is pretty fucking amazing. Next in, I got the 3 CD tribute to Summoning in Mordor, Where the Shadows Are. This was put out by Wolfspell Records. And this is pretty fucking hefty. I haven't listened to it yet, so I can't really speak to the content. But when I was looking at this coming out, I was like, first of all, are any US distros likely to carry this? Should I just go ahead and fucking pre-order it on my own and, pony up, pay the shipping? Or should I even get it at all? I'm not super crazy about Summoning, honestly. A couple of their albums I hold real dear, but I find a lot of their albums to be kind of wishy-washy, not the best. But I thought, they're good songwriters, and maybe hearing other more modern bands would, kind of be a better way to consume their songs. And also, there's a lot of newish atmospheric black metal bands that I'm slightly familiar with on these compilations and wanted to be more acquainted with. So I thought, what better way to get to know a band like Eldamar, Midnight Odyssey, Mirkwood, Severoth, than this. Mesarthim is on here. There's a fucking great number of bands on here that I already love. Widrujasi Wiater is on here, Elderwind is on here, and Caladan Brood is on here. Those 3 for me, I was like, sold. I don't give a shit how good this is. I've pretty much resigned myself to buying anything Caladan Brood does, at least in a record or a CD or what have you. So, 3 fucking CDs. There's a ton of Summoning to consume. I think this is going to be the road trip soundtrack for today. Next, let's see. Last night I got in. So I ordered the new Old Graves album back in early December or so, and it had been a couple of weeks. I want to say I wrote to the guy on Bandcamp. I want to say his name is Colby, maybe. And I said, hey, I ordered the CD, 3 weeks. It's been a while. I'm just checking in. I wanted to see how it's going, if you're sent it yet, or should I keep an eye out for it? He said, oh, sorry, I totally slipped. I don't know, I didn't send it. I'll send you a free copy of this Ruin Beneath Snowfall, I think, was the last EP. But I already had that, and I said, I'll pass. I buy everything you have already. But if you have that demo sitting around, I'd love to have a copy of that, because the demo is long sold out. But he did say, sorry, I don't have any more of the demo. That's long gone. But I do have a copy of the split with Paths. This is fucking great. I love this split, and I didn't have it. So thankful to have a free copy of this from Colby. So thank you for giving me that. If you're watching, Colby, hope you are. 2 great releases from a great band. I can't wait to hear more stuff from them. I think that was number 12 or so in my top of the year list last year. Next, I'm closing in on the end of my Carl Michael collection. This is Au Noir's The Merciless, an album that I had downloaded and just kind of went, I don't know, for so many years. And I listened to it a few times, but I just finally decided, you know what, it's time to get it. I found it for a good price, ponied up, and I put it in last night, and it's really fucking good. I don't know what I've been doing sleeping on this. A lot of fun. It's definitely not going to be my favorite Au Noir release by any means. Black Thrash Attack is taking that title for sure, but this is pretty good, pretty fucking good, and I'm happy to have it in my collection now. Another thing, this is a non-metal album. Kiss the Anus of the Black Cat is the band, and the album is called Hewers of Wood and Drawers of Water. Now, if you can tell by that picture, this is more like a singer-songwriter kind of thing, maybe sort of like a neo-folk kind of deal. This artist changes up his style every release, but and I wouldn't say I'm much of a fan, but this album is really where he struck gold for me. It's just like clean guitars, echoey sort of vocals, killer songwriting, just some really intimate kind of stuff. I highly recommend this album if you haven't heard Kiss the Anus of the Black Cat. I've been trying to track down a copy of this for quite a while, and happy to see it go for cheap on Discogs. So next, another album I've been waiting a long time to get, ICS Vortex's Stormseeker. I've been a really huge fan of ICS Vortex for a really long time. And this came out on Century Media back in 2011, but it's kind of hard to find a copy of this. So it finally popped up, I think, on eBay a month ago or so, and I decided to get it for a couple of bucks. It's progressive stuff. It's not too far removed from Borknagar. Some of the players from Borknagar play on this. Oystein Brun, Asgeir Mikkelsen. Killer fucking album. This guy's voice is so incredible. And this ought to tide me over, I hope, until the God of Atheists album comes out. God of Atheists is like a supergroup project that's been in the works for a really long time, featuring Carl August Tiedemann, the guitar player from the early Arcturus albums, Trym Thorsen from Emperor on drums, and ICS Vortex on vocals. And I want to say Sverd from Arcturus and Covenant is also in the band. But killer fucking lineup. I can't wait to hear what it's going to be like. I know, like the best days of Emperor are long behind us, and Borknagar is kind of here or there. So I'm not expecting anything to just blow my fucking mind. But if it's anything like this album, I'm going to be really pleased. Highly recommend checking this out if you want something a little more professional, a little more clean sounding, progressive, technical. It's a really interesting listen. ICS Vortex Stormseeker. Next, I got in Keep of Kalessen's Reclaim. I just thought, why not grab this for a couple of bucks? It was on eBay, I want to say. And this is a really cool little EP for a band that the first two albums I fucking love. The stuff that they put out after this EP is total fucking garbage because they got huge. Their songwriting just turned real tough guy and shit. I'm just not into it. But a lot of people, I feel like they don't know about this EP. Frost from 1349 and Satyricon plays drums on this, and Attila from Mayhem sings on it. I don't know what was going on with the Keep of Kalessen lineup between the last album was called Agnen, I want to say, and the next album, which was Colossus or something, I don't know. But really cool little EP, picked it up for a couple of bucks. It's worth a listen. I'm kind of a fan of Frost's drumming. He's super speedy. He's not a dick about it. 1349 stuff, I kind of hit and miss with me. Satyricon as well. So it's not that often that I get to enjoy Frost's drumming in a band that I also enjoy. He's kind of, I don't know, wishy-washy with that. But the Keep of Kalessen is a really good band, and now I'm done with their discography, having their first 3 releases. I'm actually getting their first album on EP here soon, too. So, back to Carl Michael again, a man after my heart. This is Virus's Memento Collider. This album came out last year. It's really fucking good. I'm still kind of sinking my teeth into it. Haven't listened to it a whole lot, but the booklet has a lot of nice pictures in it. Lyrics. I recommend getting a physical copy of that if you're interested in something weird. Another thick booklet, man. I wish people would quit doing this. I guess I maybe should have just bought the fucking vinyl. But it's real bare bones sort of booklet. But yeah, it's it's a lot more further removed from metal, as Virus seems to be becoming. And I do hope that brings them some commercial success, say in the more experimental rock sort of genres. It really toes the line on a lot of different kinds of genres. You could say some of it is kind of like surfy influenced. He always says, see, I can't get this fucking thing in here. Anyways, he likes to say Voivod and Talking Heads are like what makes Virus what it is, but honestly I think that's where it began, and it's gone to beyond something a lot more different, and I really have enjoyed watching the band go from when it started in like 2001 or so. It's really hard to believe that Virus is like one of the longer running bands that Carl Michael has been in. It's been like Virus and Aura Noir for the longest time. Anyways, Memento Collider is a good album. And yeah, that's all I've gotten in this week. We'll see what next week brings. And thanks for tuning in and subscribing. I'm about to hit 666 subscribers, so look out for the Q&A video. There's going to be a giveaway, so watch out for that. And make sure you subscribe so that you know about it when it happens. Catch you on the flip side.